he ran to he quickly ran, and quickly is the adverb. There are very few set rules on how this should work all the time, but with experience reading English, you will notice them. At the beginning position, strangely, they didn't like pizza. Strangely is the adverb for like, or didn't like. Didn't like is the verb. Strangely is the adverb. The actual core verb is like. The auxiliary verb is didn't. So didn't like. We'll say that's the verb. And then, of course, the adverb. Here we see the adverb at the beginning. In the middle, they strangely didn't like pizza. And at the end, they didn't like pizza, strangely. Notice that the comma shows a pause. That's because maybe the person being communicated to thinks it's very strange that someone doesn't like pizza. Maybe that's a culture where everybody likes pizza. So the strangely is like an afterthought. Here's another example with beginning, mid, and end positions for the adverbs. Unsurprisingly, beginning, they dance tango. Maybe this is a society where everybody dances tango, so of course it would be unsurprising that they do this. Now the second example here has a slightly different meaning. The position of the adverb in the middle, they unsurprisingly dance tango. This may refer to the style of dance. Perhaps they dance tango differently than other people dance. So yes, if it's in the middle, it tends to concentrate more on the actual verb itself, whereas if it's at the beginning and the end, it seems to be more about the entire action, the whole activity of dancing tango. It's surprising they do it, or it's unsurprising they do it. Whereas if you put it in the middle, it's more surprising or unsurprising the way that they do it. It's more focus on the process rather than if they do the activity or not. Adverb particles. They're sort of like adverbs. They are adverbs, but they're called particles because they usually come after the verb, like we ran up the stairs. He is in the army. Spider is climbing up the spout. It's not common to have the particles before the verb. We don't usually say we upran the stairs. It's usually after the verb. There's an interesting example now. Download, upload. These are words which originally were two words, but people used them so much that they eventually became one word. So sometimes the adverbs will fuse to the verbs, becoming a whole new verb. In this example, the adverb finally is used at the beginning position, the mid position, and the end position. Finally, the exam is over, beginning. The exam is finally over, or the exam finally is over. These are both mid positions. They're both correct to use. You can use the adverb after or before the verb in mid position. Not always. Sometimes there are practices in the speech where this is not done, but usually if you see an adverb with the ly ending, it can be used in any position. Beginning, mid, or ending position, either before or after the verb. We'll talk more about this ly business, where you just add ly to an adjective. For example, final is an adjective, not an adverb. It usually describes a noun. For example, final race. But if you add this ly, it becomes an adverb instead of an adjective. Let me show you some more. You might say he sings bad. Of course, no native speaker ever talks like that. we always add "ly" at the end. He sings badly. Why do we add this "ly"? It just somehow indicates that this bad is an adverb instead of an adjective. Because, he sings bad songs. That doesn't mean that he's a bad singer, right? If he sings bad songs, that's completely different. So maybe if we add this little "ly" at the end, it's like an arrow that points to the verb. He sings badly. Maybe that's why we do it. I can't tell you for sure. Here we have, they stupidly didn't do their homework. This indicates that the act of not doing the homework is stupid. But if we were to move the position, they didn't do their homework stupidly, this changes the whole meaning of the sentence. Now we're instead saying, they didn't do their homework stupidly. Maybe they did their homework smartly, right? So, from a bad thing to a good thing, just with that position change. Finally, if you are using this adverb never, try not to put it at the beginning, like, never have I understood algebra. I'm not saying that's incorrect or that I can't understand, but usually it's put in the middle. If it's like never. I have never understood algebra. Don't put it at the end. I have understood algebra never. It just isn't done. For some reason, never always gets put in the middle. I guess that's a common adverb, so I decided to end this video with that. I hope this video helped you with your English grammar. Make suggestions in the comment box. Make suggestions in the comment box. Do it often, and I can make videos which are even better, which is what I want to do. Subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching.